My name is Debbie Bailey Brown, and I'm the Executive Director for the Refuge Community, and one of our outreaches is the Hope Street Choir. We have found that there were a lot of musicians and artists on the streets, and so in order to meet that need, you have to create something so that they can feel like they belong. Music brings people back to life. God gave us voices, and when we use those to connect to each other, hope rises. Hope is what gets us through difficult times. Times when we don't believe in ourselves, times when we've forgot who we are. I'm not a stranger to my troubles. We have a guy that came to Laundry Day for a year and a half, never said anything, head always down. He shows up at choir practice with a saxophone, homeless, but he still has his saxophone. In that moment, you knew that God was doing something because you could just feel the presence of God. And he's so good. He's so good. And now we look back and we think, we can't believe who he was at Laundry Day, because that is not at all who he is. He's very animated and funny and smart. When you join that with other people who are playing instruments, you can't help but feel joined together and belonging. We have a piano player, Noah Cook. He was actually homeless 10 years, in and out of the psych ward, in and out of solitary confinement, and he says music brought him back to life. And that man can play the piano like nobody I've ever seen. My husband is a recovering alcoholic, and so I know what addiction does to families. My family took in a young boy when he was 17, and he was an addict, and his life turned around, and it was amazing. And then his birth mother committed suicide, and his aunt said, "She didn't leave you a note, but she left your stepbrother a note." After that, he started using again, and no one here would take him into recovery because he identified as a gay boy. He struggled for probably a year and a half, and then he actually died from his addiction. I think it's important to pour into the community in that aspect, which is part of the reason we do Hope Recovery. Our goal is to make sure everyone that comes to choir gets housing. Like, we can't put people in housing without having them in community, because it's no different than being alone in a camp then. Being able to create beautiful, hope-filled moments with song is just, it's the best thing ever. Watching hands, watching hands. Tomorrow is a better place to be. I'll celebrate tomorrow. I'll celebrate tomorrow. I'll celebrate tomorrow. Tomorrow is a better place to be. I'll celebrate tomorrow.